Day 9. Guys, this is awesome. Okay? Make sure you go back through this and make sure you go through it with a fine-tooth comb. Okay? Now, today is important. Yesterday we covered what going live does for you. Now, what you need to understand is why you're going live. Truly understand by definition, purpose, without expecting the outcome. Focus on the income, not money income, but the reps of the incoming. Okay? Things that you can control, not the things you can't control. Listen to the GOAT really, really carefully, guys.
Welcome to day 9 of our Freedom Formula Sprint. And in day 9, we're piggybacking off of yesterday. And in day 9, I want to talk to you about what to do if no one is watching your live. I'll be honest with you. If no one shows up to your live, good. Now, here's why I'm saying that. See, most people quit because no one joined, or no one commented, or no one engaged. But the goal of going live at first is not live viewers. The goal is authority, and authority is built in reps. Your goal, I want you to go live and become the person people want to buy from. And the more you do, the better you'll get. So here's a little bit of the mindset shift. Activity over outcome. Your job isn't the activity. Oh, no, your job is the activity. The algorithms, the marketplace handles the outcome. So let me share with you what I did before I go on here. When I went live, I got a sticky tab and I put it over how many people were on the live. Because I didn't want how I showed up on the live to the amount of people to define how I showed up on the live. So I wanted to show up, and I just literally covered it up. For almost 6 months, by the way, you guys, I never knew how many people are on my live. I literally just showed up as that version for my perfect customer. So maybe you need to do that, because if you're worried about how many are on or aren't on or how many are engaging, it will make you show up with weakness and lack of confidence. But if you focus on view count, comments, immediate sales, you will quit. So I made a commitment. I will go live. Well, that was when I was aggressive, because I was going for 6 figures in 6 months. So I said, I will go live every day for 1 year. Now, do you need to go live every day for 1 year? It depends what your goal is and what you really want. I think if you go live 3 times a week, 5 times a week is amazing, right? But if you focus on count, comments, or immediate sales, you will quit. So if you focus on showing up, teaching clearly, repeating your message, and improving delivery, you'll grow. And activity compounds, the outcomes lag. So the next 90 days are about execution, not ego. And that is so important. But there's a few things. Do you realize when you go live, you can download that live? The live is recorded. So here's a live advantage that I take advantage of every single time I go live. I clip it into short form videos. You can repurpose it. It can become carousels. You can send it in an email. You can add it to your automations. You can add it inside your funnel. Sky's the limit of what you can do with that live. Think about it. So don't just think about, I'm going live to talk to people. You're not going live. You're recording content with real-time energy. And that was the game changer. So think about it. You are just not wasting 10 minutes or 30 minutes or an hour going live. You have content that you can repurpose. See, live content has more authority. You're going to have more emotion. You're going to be more authentic, and you are going to have more clarity, mostly when you're just having conversations with your perfect customer. So I want you to look at this. If you do a 10-minute live, look what can become from that. 3 to 5 short clips. You can put it in an email, a caption post, a carousel. It could be video sequence. Like you could have a few days worth of story sequence that you can post on your stories. See, that's leverage, my friend. So it's not like you're wasting that 10, 20, 30 minutes going live. No, it allows you to have content that you can repurpose. So, what to do when no one shows up? Let me give you a little bit of a script for that. Even if no one is live right now, remember, I'm going to teach you this clearly because someone will watch the replay. Think about that because you're going to repurpose it. So start your live with what I'm going to be talking about, right? Make sure you literally are covering these points. Act like you're teaching it to 10 people or 100 people are watching. Your ideal customer is watching because remember, if you repurpose the content, your future self is watching. This is so important. So when you are going live, even if no one's on, at the end, just say, if this helped you, grab the Freedom Formula Blueprint in the description or put blueprint in the comments and I'll get you the blueprint details. Say this is where the structure replaces guessing. Always do a CTA, even if nobody's on, because you're going to use this as repurposed content. Many of you probably just had a like, oh gosh, this makes sense moment, right? Because the key here, do not acknowledge low views emotionally. Like don't be worried, like nobody's on, or you guys all get started when more people show up. Never do that. If you ever say that during your live, once more people get on, I'll get started, you discredited the ones that are on. And never apologize or never shrink. Again, show up with execution. Because I will tell you what, authority doesn't perform for numbers. Authority performs from conviction. That's why I put a sticky tab and I didn't pay attention to who was on. I just wanted to show up as my best version, as that hope dealer for my perfect customer. So I want you to look at the long-term play here. Your first 5 lives may be quiet. Heck, maybe your first 20 lives might be quiet. But your next 10 are going to start building comfort in you, my friend. And your next 20 is going to help you build that authority. See, most people quit before the compound happens. So you think about this. If you show up 3 times a week for the next 90 days, you'll have 36 authority videos. That's not small, my friend. That's leverage. So I want to leave you with one last note. The goal is not to be seen by everyone. Remember, it's to be seen by the right ones. Just focus on the activity. I can promise you, if you focus on the activity, it literally, the outcomes will catch up. The only why the outcomes won't catch up is because you quit. You get inconsistent. Then you're back to square one, restarting again. So go live this week. Commit to it. I want you to go back to this post and put what day you're going to commit to going live. I want to hold you accountable for that. Even if it's uncomfortable, even if it's awkward, and even if no one shows up, go live. Because the person you are becoming shows up regardless. There is not one person on this planet that has had massive success that didn't show up even on days they didn't want to. But I want to leave you with something today, okay? And that is this. I want to leave you with the no one is watching confident card. So before you go live, I want you to read this. And I want you to start, remember, it's strategies aren't going to get you to 6 and 7 figures, your standards will. You have the best strategies. But if your standards aren't raised above your income that you're already making, you'll never make more than you already have ever made. So important. So I want to help you with that. So read this every time before you go live. You got this, my friend. See you tomorrow in day 10.
My. You know what? This took the whole live thing to a whole nother level, guys. I promise, just like you are, I'm gonna show up different on my live. This is important, okay? Now that we understand what type of authority are we actually building here, makes the biggest difference on how we show up. I just can't tell you, thank you, Michelle, for this whole framework is amazing. So I want y'all to understand we cannot take those kind of benefits for granted. Let's do it together. I will see you on day 10.